My name is Nahlia Yefet, and I'm from Modesto, California, and I go to the University of California, Davis. Growing up, I was very involved in my church. I kind of grew up in Modesto Covenant Church, and my faith was a really important part of my life. Growing up, I also was always around nature. My grandpa made sure that he showed me every single plant and tree, every single bug and bird that existed up in the mountains where he lived, and really ingrained in me a love of nature. But it wasn't until I was much older that I started putting my faith and nature together. When I was in college, I took a couple of courses, one in biology and one in anthropology, and they both really opened my eyes to the dangers of climate change on our natural world. And I just started seeing the devastation that it was bringing and kind of the hopelessness that a lot of these situations created. I watched a documentary on the fishing industry in my anthropology class, and it was pretty horrific seeing what happened to the fish, how many fish were going to be gone in our oceans in a very short amount of time. And so I just decided that day that I wasn't going to eat fish anymore unless I knew exactly where it came from and if it was sustainable or not. So I made that conscious effort, and it was hard, and all my friends always wanted to go out for sushi. Being in California, it's really accessible and easy to get, and it's everywhere, and I had to choose a different food choice every time, and it was a hard time. All my friends kind of looked at me weird. They got annoyed with me every time we had to pick a different place to eat out, but it was really worth it to me. And so being a fellow for YACA for me is really important, because now that it means I get to use this love that I have of nature and our environment and my faith together as a means of communicating to my church and to the people around me how to love our neighbor and love our environment better, and how those two are really connected, and how it's so important to be in our environment and loving it and taking care of it as a means of taking care of our future generations, as sustaining fish populations for the future. And so my hope for my church would be that they see that these two are so connected on such a deep level, and that they would start growing the passion that I have for this as well.